Okay, now we're going to show you how to change the color space from RGB to LAB and then manipulate the colors over there. Okay? So, first of all, LAB works only with JPEG files. So, I have to JPEG guys, JPEG my Photoshop before I can go to LAB. So here's one, and we're going to open it up. You see, this one is JPEG, so there is no over here. You don't see any layers. There's only one layer. Okay? So we can go in here and go to Image, Mode, LAB Color. So it recalculates everything. When it's done, and it's done now, so let's say I go take this one, image, and adjustment, and I invert it. Okay? And then I can make more refinement to that. And over here, don't forget, see, it has lightness, A and B. If you go back to that sphere, lightness was the vertical axis, A and B are the horizontal coordinates. So you go there, and let's say I'll go to B, and I start making a change, very subtle change. I get something different. You can quit where you want. So on that color sphere, I moved over more to the yellow zones. And if you like it, you call it quits. Okay? Now, they ask me about doing the actual pictures. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to get rid of this thing, hook up my camera, which is tethered. Okay. And a Canon camera comes with its own driver.
Taf, I wanted to ask you something. Are there any particular flowers that are better for this than others? And could you talk about that for a little
Very good question, like they say on TV. This is important. This was done for translucent flowers, like Iceland poppies, and the other ones that the light can go through, not transparent but translucent. Most flowers are opaque, and if you mix an opaque picture in there, like I had some geranium,
Yes,
yeah, you have to light it from the top. That's why I say a well-lighted room, or if necessary, have another light on top. Even a flashlight would do it.
Oh, I got it. Okay. So even the geraniums only, the light had to come from the top as well as the bottom.
The light from the bottom, you saw the veins in the leaves and all that.
Yes.
From the top, like even these ones, you see the sex organs on the top. You need to light them up. They come out dark because they're opaque. So when you have opaque flower, you combine them, you have to pay attention to it because opaque doesn't do that. So now this is difficult because my camera, now I'm going to fire it from my fire remote, and this is the camera. Okay, so right now it doesn't want to, so we have to reset this guy, turn it on. Oh no, there you go, I know you're going to do that. I know you're going to do that, and I have to turn it off. The only thing I can do, force quit this one. Force go. Okay, we're set. Okay. Now let's see. Let's go to our. This is. See, right now I got my remote. I'm shooting tethered, right? You can fire your camera, your new cameras from our iPhone. So when you set it on the tripod, you don't have any cables running to it, and you don't have danger of moving the camera, so you lose your registration. So we put that on, and so this is, right now it's on manual, F16, ISO 100, and it's 30th, right? So I take a test picture. So this is one of the dark ones, okay? Okay, I close this one. Then I go over here. I increase my speed. Say 1/8 of a second. I take another test shot. Okay, got a little lighter, okay. So I can close this and, okay, be nice, be nice. There you go. And then I really fire it right here. Now that is going to go into the file. That was a test one. This is going to go into the file, okay. And then I can go in here again. I can go a little bit lower. That one. I'm just randomly moving. Okay, so I took 2 pictures, right? I can go to bridge now. I'm in bridge. And I go to user, pictures, and Canon. That's the folder it's going to go. Because I told the camera, send it over there. This is August 18, right?
No.
I mean, March 18. These are all the pictures I took.
It was 80 degrees today.
Yeah. So, and I take 1 JPEG and 1 RAW. I always do that. So it takes 2 pictures, 1 RAW. So here I'm going to close up the JPEGs, and these are the RAW. This is the one, the last one I took, right? And this 2. So let's say we're going to select these 2. I select this one too. No problem. I can select 4 of them, right? So I'll go in here, I'll go to Tools, and I'll go to Photoshop, and I saw load files into Photoshop in layers. So it's going to stack them up for me. This takes a little bit of time, gives me an opportunity.
Along the way, how did you hook it up to go into Bridge from when you took the pictures?
The Bridge is my file cabinet. I created a folder, or I told Canon to go to folder so-and-so, which was pictures, Canon, and today's date. It created today's date folder and set it in there. Once it's done, it's permanent on the C drive. Then I'll go to any file, independent of the camera, I can go to that file and pick it up. That's what Bridge does. Bridge is a file cabinet, really. So you see what happened in here, and this thing, I'm done with that, so I can unhook this and get my, I use a tablet because when I do brush work, this works a lot better on the tablet for brush work rather than with the mouse. The mouse is very crude. So you notice I have 4 layers, right? And the darkest one I can take to the top, and then this one, right? I mean, there is. So I can turn these off. I can turn them on. Mind you, the top eye always dominates what you're going to see. Okay? So this one and this one. Now, this one is probably dark, and there may be some areas that you may want to intensify. You really want it dark. This is too dark for me. So maybe this one has some things in there. This one more. This would be a good one for the background. We still have too much. It's not wide enough. This is, we like to have another picture with a higher exposure, which I didn't take. So we want this background to be totally white. So we overexpose the picture. So here, I come up here, and on this one, as I said in that handout, I go to layers, okay? Layer mask, hide all. This guy got hidden right in here, okay? You see, when I turn the eye on and off, because there is a mask on it, it makes no difference, right? Because it's hidden behind this. So what I can do, I'll go to my brush tool. Okay, am I on the brush tool? Okay, I'll make sure I have white paint, and I make sure this is active, and I come in here. Okay, what's wrong with you? I should get a little bit more, well, let me do this one because it's more intense. And layer mask, hide all, okay? I'll go to this one. As I brush it, you see I get darker area. I get more of this layer exposed. Because I have this dark mask on top of it, and I'm erasing now. with white paint. Okay?
So your opacity and flow levels affect that as well, correct?
Yeah, if I go 100% opacity, I show you what it does.
And what does flow mean?
Flow is, if you hold it, I don't really know, I just don't put it for 50%. How fast it comes out. Because you leave it there, sometimes it leaks out. So let's go for 100%. And to do that, I just press 0, goes to opacity, you go to 100%. And when I do that, you notice it really goes quickly. That's why we start with a low opacity, because we go with this. I just went undo, undo, undo. We can just, even this is too high. This is too much because I'm at a very high exposure. I'm way up there. And when you get to this part, you lower the size of the brush and you work your way in. It's just brushing it.
But you said earlier your normal workflow is to go from light to dark anyway, correct?
Yeah,
So that's easier as far as bringing it up as you
yeah,
go layer by layer.
yeah. The way. So just for demonstration and me being nervous, I'm just going boom, boom. So, okay, that's, I wish we all had laptops and we were working on it and all that, but that's all I have to confuse you with, okay? All right. Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
Questions or comments? Is it okay to have open, like questions? You take questions or?
Yeah, open question, yeah, I'll try. Easy questions only.
This is not a question, it's just a short comment. And you can tell me if what I'm saying makes any sense whatsoever. This camera is still on. Will take 7 exposures, and I can set it up so there are 1 EV difference.
Yeah.
So in a fraction of a second, I press a button, 7 exposures raw, and I'm done. Now, would that speed up things if I might have to experiment a little bit to get where I'm going to put those exposures, and then I produce those working images like that.
Yeah, there's no problem. Long as you put it on, you
Yeah.
get the ideal overexposure, 1 over,
Yeah.
7 after that. You probably end up using 5, 6 of them because the end ones don't. I know.
And I would,
But if your camera is capable of doing this, fine.
I would use aperture preferred, of course.
The aperture stays fixed, the ISO is fixed.
Aperture preferred, and then it will vary the.
No,
You don't vary
the
the aperture.
manual only.
Well, but are you changing the aperture during these individual exposures?
No,
Stop. Are you changing it?
no.
So I set my camera on aperture preferred, like f8, f11. It will always be there, and then it will just vary the speed of the exposure.
I'll go along with that.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
It's just we're going to get different tones in each
Yeah.
flowers, and we
And are
just,
you basically painting in or painting out?
well, okay, hide
Or do you do a little bit of
all
each?
or reveal all, depends on what the mask you use and what it will do.
And if you like make a mistake and you're painting in, then you change it and you paint
Yeah,
out
you change color.
to fix it.
Yeah,
You're fixing that mask as you go along, making that's the artistry, I guess, what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
you overdo it, you go back, change the color, you add a pixel, the other one removes pixel, the white color.
Yeah.
With a mask, you can either reveal or you can cover up. So you change it from black to white.
Yeah.
In a gross sense, but then, well, I think we understand each other.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That wasn't an easy question.
I have an easy question. So how many layers,
I found out minimum 3, 4 because some of them, like on this one, when it gets dark, I don't know what to do with the very dark ones. You know, you got to have the very bright one because we want a white background. You don't want to have the overcast of blue. So films are cheap with this one. You can take unlimited pictures, discard them when you get to Photoshop and select the things you want. You get a hang of it if you do several times. And as far as arrangement, flower arrangement, you can use your rule of thirds, S-curve, depends what you can do. Few flowers, a whole lot of flowers.
I wanted to make one more, just to add textures or background.
Yeah.
Backgrounds, there's people who sell these things, or like a dime a dozen, I don't know. But there's a lot of backgrounds out there, so you don't necessarily have to, I mean, it's fine, you could shoot your own, or you could choose among a whole bunch that are just out there on the cheap.
Well, I had N4C integrity issue. It had to be your own work, but they relaxed on that, and they could.
Forget what I just said.
Any other questions? So Bill, would this be on the, Bill?
Okay.
This would be on the web,
Close up.
I mean, on our